Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So, beautiful morning out today. Going to be another hot day today here in central North Carolina, but today we're going to do another video talking about our chickens and processing our meat birds. We done a video a couple weeks ago on processing birds, but we've done some really big upgrades to our chicken processing area. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to show some more of the processing, how we go through about doing that. You'll get to see the new space and how we've got that lined up and exactly what's happening there. Plus at the end, we're going to do a cost analysis. How many birds do we have? How much money do we have in them? How much time has it taken? And then what's the final retail value on these birds once we get them cut up, packaged, and ready for sale? So a lot going on today, so hang around with us and let's talk a little bit more about our meat chickens. If you remember last time, and I'll post a link to that video up above right now. If you remember last time, we had everything, all the processing stuff set up outside. So since then, we have sold all of our residential style freezers, which freed up some space in one of the outbuildings. Freed up all the space in the outbuildings after we done a little bit of cleaning. So we've converted one of the outbuildings to our chicken processing room, and I'll spin around here and show you that in just a second. But real quick, outside, there are going to be a couple things going on outside today. So we'll bring the chickens down in the cages and we'll stage them right here, and then they'll go into the cones and we'll dispatch them there. And then from there, they're going to dunk into the scalder, which is sitting right next to the cones. So that'll be an easy move. Once they're done scalding, they're going to move into the plucker, which is sitting right here. So real short space from the kill cones to the scalder to the plucker. Now, we'll get to the next piece in a second. So this is the outbuilding, and this is a screened in building. And our friend Steve came up with a great idea on insulating the building for extreme temperatures. Went to Lowe's, bought these 4 foot by 8 foot, I think they're R12, R14 foam boards. They're just held up with a couple of screws. And whenever we're done today, we're going to take them down, put them up, and then next time we'll just pop them right back into place. So we put the boards up all the way around the building, so we've got insulation. And that gave us an option to add another cool feature inside. We'll show you that in a second. So that's the building. Okay. Once the birds come out of the plucker, they're going to go in here, which is the dunk tank. Once you kill, scald, pluck the birds, they need to go into a cold water dunk tank. So this will be filled with water and ice. So everything outside, easily managed. We go from the kill cones to the scalder, to the plucker, to the dunk tank. And as you can see, the dunk tank is half in, half out. So let's walk inside. We'll show you what we got going on inside. First off, as part of the insulation of the building, we installed a window unit, cheap air conditioner. We had another building. We just pulled it out, plugged it in right here. So we've got air conditioning in the processing room. So once those birds go in the dunk tank outside, the folks working on the evisceration and the cut-ups will just reach into the dunk tank, grab them out of bird, and go over here to the evisceration station. These are a couple of utility sinks that we're getting ready to be surplus from a company that I do some work with. So these guys gave them to me. I mean, they were FOC. Already plumbed up, so we just set them up, and we've got our evisceration stations here. The plumbing piece in the back is pretty simple. Let's see if we can see it here. We've got all the drains connected together, and then just drains through the wall outside onto the ground. This is just rinse water. That's all it is. Just the rinse water. The plumbing, the actual water part, we use the white drinking hose, and that comes from a spigot that we've got over here in the corner. So we just run the water from the spigot over there back over to the sinks into a central line in the back, and then they all will have water at the top. So pull the bird out of the dunk tank, go straight to the sink. We got these nice cutting boards, put a couple of screws in them on the bottom so they can slide but won't slide off. Slide them back and forth so the eviscerators can go ahead and do the evisceration right here. We've got stoppers in the sink, so we'll just clean the sinks out a couple times during the day while we're doing the evisceration and just drop everything in an offal bucket. And again, the water will run out. So once the birds are done eviscerating, we're going to have, don't have it set up yet, we're going to have another cooler full of cold water here. So the eviscerated birds will go back into that chill tank to continue the cooling process. Once they're done, they're going to come out onto the cut-up tables. So this is our first cut-up table. So whoever's managing this will take the backbones out. We'll carve the birds up into 2 breasts per pack, 2 leg thigh quarters per pack. We'll take the wings off. We'll have a place for stock pack stuff like backs, wing tips, that kind of thing. A place for livers, because we savor livers, and giblets. So this will be the next cut-up station. Once the cut-ups are done, they'll go into a tub or a lug with a rack in the bottom so we get as much water out of them as we can. Then they'll come over here. We've got the vacuum sealer set up. We'll package the cut-ups into, again, 2 breasts per pack, 2 leg thigh quarters, half birds, whole birds, whatever the case may be. And then they'll be vacuum sealed. Once the vacuum sealing is done, they'll come over here to the next table where they'll be weighed, labeled, and we'll get everything documented on how many we have of each, what the weights were, and what the prices are. Then they'll go into these lugs, and then we'll put them in the refrigerator for the next 24 hours or so before they go in the freezer. So that's a tour of our new and improved processing facility. We're going to get some footage today of how this whole deal works, kind of show the process on how we work the birds up. A couple of pieces of that. We may show a little bit more detail today than we did on the last video, but we're kind of excited to see how this thing works out. We've never had a real proper place to eviscerate in the past. We've always kind of just cobbled something together, so we're really excited about this. And again, man, Steve came up with this, and he's pretty sharp at figuring out how to make your life easier on things that you're doing. So we're excited that we got that done. He and Coral are coming over today. Ashton and Mason are coming over today. They're going to be helping, and David's coming over today. So we got a regular crew, trying to get everybody really comfortable on all the parts and pieces of the processing. We're going to be doing 120 birds a month. So stick with us. We're going to do some processing of birds here in a few minutes, and again at the end we'll talk a little bit about what our input costs were, and what our retail value is going to be on the back side, and we'll see if we're going to make any money on these birds. So hang around. Okay, so it's now the following night. We got done late in the afternoon. By the time we got picked up, cleaned up, chores and all that kind of stuff, didn't have enough time to finish the video, and also really need to go back and put all the numbers in and figure out exactly where we're at, because I'd said earlier in the video that we're going to share our numbers at the end and talk about what the numbers kind of look like and how the profits and all that kind of thing work out. So first off, can't thank our crew enough for their work yesterday. Steve, Coral, David, Ashton, Mason, everybody was just super yesterday, so we really appreciate their help. So where did we end up? Incidentally, we took the insulation boards down and we've got cleaned up here, so we're ready to go next time. We're ready for the next batch. Won't take just a few minutes to get set up and get going on it. So very happy with the setup, very happy with the conversion on the room here and what we're doing with that. So where'd we end up with the chickens on by the numbers? So we started out with 62 chicks in the brooder. I don't remember the exact date, but ended up these birds were about 8.5 weeks old. So started out with 62 chicks. We processed yesterday 57 birds. So we ended up with an 8% loss overall from start to finish. That's not great, but it's also not bad. I mean, it certainly could be worse. It is going to be worse on the next batch. I already know that, but 8% loss, we're okay with that. Feed conversion. We fed these birds right at 700 pounds of feed from beginning to end. Out of that 700 pounds of feed, we ended up with 192.38 pounds of marketable product. That's product that's in a package that's ready to sell. So that puts our feed conversion at 3.64. For every 3.64 pounds of feed that we fed a bird, we got a pound of sellable product out of it. So 3.64 was our feed conversion rate. So how do we end up processing those birds, and exactly what does the package look like, and what things do we offer? So we do some whole birds, just entire uncut up chickens, whole birds, $5.49 a pound. We do some half birds, $7.99 a pound. Breasts, we put 2 breasts in a pack, bone in, skin on, $9.99 a pound. Leg thigh quarters, 2 of those in a pack, again, bone in, skin on. Those are $8.99 a pound. Wings at $6.99 a pound, and incidentally, I've already sold out of wings on this batch. Had a guy come by tonight, bought every one we got, so wings are gone. Livers, $5.99 a pound, and then we sell frame packs, which are the backs, wing tips. We sell those for stock. And incidentally, we've had a lot of demand for that this year too. So that's how we cut up, that's how we package, that's the products that we offer and that are available. Total input costs. How much money did we spend getting those birds into the packaging and into the freezer? Total input cost, $721.37. I'm not going to break that down by individual item, but that includes cost of chicks, feed, grit, shavings, cost of labor for processing, the whole deal. So total input cost on these birds, $721.37. Total retail value, if we were to sell every package of everything that we've got at full retail, and typically we do give away a little stuff, and then we may do some wholesale deals with a local small grocery or something. But anyway, total retail value, $1,626.48. So let me say that again. Total input cost, $721.37. Total retail value, $1,626.48. which gives us a potential profit of $905.11, which puts us at a 55.65% margin. So, and we're happy with that. We certainly, this is our second batch, so we've got numbers to compare first batch to second batch, so we can see some trends and some things. We've already started working on some stuff to, cut some costs, increase some efficiency primarily, and we got some things in the works on the birds that are out in the field and also birds that are in the brooder to try to reduce those costs and increase our potential profit on the backside. Again, 55.5% margin. We're very happy with that. Our goal here on any of our enterprises is going to be about 30%. We don't quite make that on eggs. Eggs are a bit of a loss leader. But you got to have eggs. You know, if you're a farm, we just feel like you got to have eggs, and we love what the chickens do. So, at any rate, so that's our numbers. You know, we had a good day yesterday. Very happy with the conversion on the processing room again. Think it's going to increase our efficiency long term as well. So, I'm going to post a link to a couple of videos over here, some things some other things that we've got going on, and also that subscribe button is going to pop up here in the center of the page. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below. If you got questions, I'll be glad to answer those and talk to you in detail about anything that we're doing here. So, but appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.